Hello and welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to see every time a payment is made through Instamojo for a particular course or any particular product, then how automatically the user who has just made the payment will be enrolled as a user in Teachable, and then the details of that particular user will be added in your Google Sheet. Now to do this, we are going to integrate Instamojo with Teachable and Google Sheets, and we are going to do the same using Pabbly Connect. So every time the payment is made through Instamojo, then automatically the user will be enrolled in Teachable and the details would be added in your spreadsheet. And we are going to do this integration using Pabbly Connect. So in such a case, our trigger will be Instamojo, then our action application will be Teachable and then Google Sheets. Now to understand how you can integrate and automate this entire process, let's begin. This here is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect software, and you can reach here by clicking on the link which is given in the video description. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in, and if you are a new user, you will have to sign up. It is not going to take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you are going to get 100 free tasks. Okay, so now here once you reach the dashboard, on the right hand side you can see the tab create workflow. Click on this and this dialog box has appeared, and here you will have to name your workflow. Now you can give any random name. So I'm going to name this as per my objective, which is every time a sale is made on Instamojo, then automatically the user who has just purchased the product should be enrolled in Teachable for the particular course, and also the data would be added in the Google Sheet. So now I'm going to click on create. And as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action here says do this. Basically action here is the automated response of your trigger application. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. So every time you swipe your card and the payment is made, then you get an automated response on WhatsApp or SMS. Now this happens with the help of automation, and in such a case your trigger will be the payment gateway and your action application will be any application that helps you in sending WhatsApp messages or SMSs. Okay, now let's come to our use case. So here the trigger application will be Instamojo. Let's click on this. Next is the trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow run, and here it will be new sale. Okay, so here now you can see we have received the webhook URL. Now this URL basically is going to act as a bridge for connecting Instamojo and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to copy this, and now you can see the following steps. So first we have to log into our Instamojo account, then we have to click on the product for which we wish to set the webhook, and then we have to follow the entire process. So let me exactly show you what you have to do. So this is my Instamojo account, and here first of all I'm going to take you to the products. Let's go to all products. So these are the products that we have on Instamojo. Now let's say that I wish to buy this particular course, which is PHP for beginners. So this is a programming course. So let me show you the product here. So this here is the image. Then as I take you down, here we have the product video, so you can upload the product videos here. This here is the title of the product. Here we have the selling price. Then if there's any discounted price, so you can mention it here. Then again as I take you down, so you can see we have different categories: reselling, SEO, canonical URL. Then as I take you down, so here we have the webhook URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the earlier webhook URL, and this webhook URL that we had just received, I'm going to copy this and paste this over here. Now I'm going to click on save. So okay, now once this is done, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here it is saying that it is waiting for webhook response, which means that now we have to log into the application where we have added the webhook URL, and then do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So I'm going to take you back to Instamojo. I'm going to click on this, view on store. So this is the payment page. I'm going to click on buy now. Now here we have to fill in the information. Let's say the first name here is Smart. The last name is user456. Then here we have the email address user456smart@pabblytudes.com. Then here we have the mobile number, and now I'm going to click on review and pay. So make payment. So here is the QR code received. Now let me quickly make the payment. And here you can see that the payment has been made. The moment this payment has been made, now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the response. And yes, here we have received the response. So what is the status? It is credit. This here is the purpose. Payment request ID. Then we have the payment ID. As I take you down, so here we have the phone number, then we have the buyer's name, this here is the email address of the person, and here we have the amount paid. Now once I have received this information, I want this user who has just made the purchase to be enrolled as a user in Teachable. Now we do not have to put any filter here. Why? Because we have put the webhook in a particular product. So here every time that particular course will be purchased, then only this user will be enrolled in Teachable. So here I'm going to use my action application as Teachable now. Let's click on this. The action event here will be to enroll user in course. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect wants to connect with Teachable account. I'm going to select add new connection. Now we need the email address, password and the subdomain to make this connection. So here I'm going to quickly fill in the credentials. Next we have to enter the subdomain. So here it is written enter the subdomain. For this go to admin sites, domain and your Teachable admin. So I'm going to first take you to my Teachable account. So this here is my Teachable account and here we have got 2 schools enrolled. Let's say that I want to enroll in demo user school. Now for the subdomain, so you can see in the address bar, so this entire thing demo user s school. This here is your subdomain. So I'm going to copy this, take you back to Pabbly Connect and paste the same here. Now you can also find the subdomain. How? So you have to just go to Teachable. Now once you are here, you have the sites. So you have to go to sites and within sites we have domains. Now this here is the entire domain and the subdomain is this particular part. Now once you have entered this, click on save to set up this connection. And here we can see that Teachable and Pabbly Connect are now connected. Now we have to fill in this information. So first of all the course ID. So here all the courses that we have are there in the drop down. So here our course ID will be PHP for beginners because the payment has been made for this course. And then is the email address. So I'm going to map the email address. How? So you can see the previous step here. As I click on this and I take you down, this here is the email address of the person. Then here we have to enter the name. So I'm going to go to step 1 once again and this here is the name and then we need the password. Now for the password I'm going to write PHP and then I'm going to map the payment ID. This method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written the same information manually, then even when this workflow was running in real time, it would have taken the same name, email address and password. It wouldn't have taken the new data into consideration. So to avoid that, we map the information. But now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as I do that, here you can see we have received the response. According to this, now this particular person must be enrolled as a user in Teachable. Let's go and check the same. So I'm going to take you to users and here we have smart user 456. So this particular person has been created as a user here in Teachable. So as I open this, here we have the complete information. Now let's check the enrollment. So we can see that it has been enrolled for PHP for beginners course. So we can see that the integration till here is a success, taking you back to Pabbly Connect. Now what's my last step? Here I want to add the user details in my spreadsheet, Google Sheet. So here I'm going to find Google Sheet application. And now the action event here will be to add new row. Now let me take you to the spreadsheet that I have created. The name is Teachable Leads. Here we have the fields name, email address and contact number. The name of the sheet is sheet 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first click on connect. And here Pabbly Connect wants to connect with Google Sheets account. Select add new connection, sign in with Google. So here we have to select the account with which we have created this Google Sheet. Now Pabbly Connect Sheets wants to access my Google account. For this I'm going to click on allow. And once this is done, here we can see that our authorization has been successful. Okay, now here we can see that Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect are now connected. So first of all, we have to select the spreadsheet. You can see that the system has already done that for me. Now here we are going to map this information. So the name. Let's go to step 1. And here is the name of the person. Then we need the email address. This here is the email address. Then we need the contact number. So here we have the contact number. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see we have received the response. Let's check our spreadsheet. We can see that the response has been added here. So this means our integration is a success. So every time a payment is made through Instamojo for this particular product, which is PHP for beginners, then automatically the user who has made the payment would be created as a new enrolled user in Teachable, and also the details of that particular user will be added here in my spreadsheet. So now we are going to check this integration in real time. So I'm going to take you back to Instamojo, and here I'm going to view this on store once again. Let's click on buy now, and let's say the first name here is strange, the last name is new, the email address is newstrange@pabblytudes.com, and then we have the mobile number. I'm going to click on review and pay, make payment. So here you can see we have received the QR code. So I'm going to quickly make the payment. And here you can see that the purchase has been done. Okay, so once this is done, now I'm going to take you to Teachable first. So let's go to our Teachable account. And here I'm going to quickly go back to users. And here I'm going to refresh this page. And once this is done, you can see strange new, this particular user has been created. And now let's check the enrollment. So it has been enrolled for PHP for beginners course. And now I'm going to take you to my spreadsheet, and you can see that the information has been received here as well. So this means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger was Instamojo, which is a payment gateway. The event was new sale. Then our action application was Teachable, where we had to enroll the user in course. And our final action application was Google Sheet, where we had to add the user details as a new row. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.